Alright, I'm Eric the Red, this is Crypto for the Caffeinated.
1 BTC equals 10,338 United States dollars and 17 cents.
Why can't I see it? On this installment of Crypto for the Caffeinated, we're going to be taking a look at the components that I have that are going into the janky-ass eBay mining frame that I picked up for 50-something US dollars to accompany the fans that I didn't even know I wanted. God damn it. It's no surprise to anyone these days that anything associated with mining is goddamn expensive. The most important part for the majority of miners are, of course, the GPUs, the graphics cards, the heavy lifters. Nowhere has anything decent in stock for an even remotely acceptable price. My approach for this rig is I don't want to go out and spend an egregious amount of money on big ball, kick-ass, top-of-the-line graphics cards. It just ain't gonna happen. What I'm doing instead is I'm taking the most jank-ass, affordable, bargain basement approach that I can in assembling this rig, with a couple of exceptions. I've got my equipment all here that I'm gonna need, and we'll just go through them part by part and yeah, we're all together. The big piece of my rig is the first thing I ever bought that sent me down this road, which is this is an MSI GTX 1050 Gaming Edition. I got this for a somewhat affordable price, but still overpaid. It was $419, so not the end of the world, but again, it's a 1060 6 gig. So could have been better, could have been worse. That's been my heavy lifter so far. To round that out, what I'm doing to back these up is to go alongside these 1060s, I'm gonna run 1050s. 1052 gigs. I've got two MSIs right here. I think I got these for $140 a piece. I don't think you can get a 1052 gig for less than that at this point. I picked up two of these, and for the last couple of weeks I've been running one of these 1050s in the same case with my 1060 and just letting that crank away. And those two, coupled with the 980 I've got in another case, are generating, I get like $11 or $12 from NiceHash every 3 days. It averages between $3 and $5 a day based on the algorithms, and I'm not going to get into that right now. Oh, what is that? All right, so I've got these two MSI 1050s, and then I've also picked up in the last couple of weeks two more. These are GIGABYTE 1050s, 1052 gig overclocks. These you can pretty regularly find on Amazon for around $150, and that's where these came from. No. One of these came from Newegg, one of these came from Amazon, and they were the same price. The GIGABYTE ones are the 2-fan editions. The MSIs are single fan. So that's the main difference, well, besides manufacturer, that's the main difference between these versions. I'll just pull out one of these so you can see. There's a fan, and there's a fan. For the most part, they seem to be good little cards. I think they're hitting a bit above their class. I think just in terms of bang for the buck, these 1050s are surprising me more than I thought they would. These are the 5 cards that I have right now. These are going to be going into the janky-ass eBay case with the fans. To connect into these, I've got various boxes of these MAILIYA PCIe risers. I didn't know how many cards I was going to end up using, so I got a 2-pack here, a 2-pack there. If I had something I was ordering off Amazon, I'd throw in another 2-pack. Another $2. Cheap Chinese risers. The ones that I've used have all been good, so I hear they're hit or miss. So I've got, I think, one extra that I'm gonna than what I'm going to need. And I'm probably going to pick up a few more just so that I have extras, because I hear these can burn out pretty quickly. I've got a basic power button to go into this rig. Is one of the last things I ordered because I realized, like, how the hell am I going to turn this thing on? That's how the hell we're going to turn this thing on. And this is a 2-pack, and I guess that means I have to build the second rig. Now, I do have receipts here. Well, these don't have. I'll do some research and I'll let you know total cost spent on this and what my estimated ROI is, because ultimately I'd like all this stuff to pay for itself, and then I can start making pure profit aside from electrical costs, which here isn't that bad. We got our risers, our power, our 4 GTX 1050s, our 1 GTX 1060 6 gig. Those are all going to be plugged into the GIGABYTE H110D3A, which seems to be a board that a lot of miners have recommended, at least YouTube miners. I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there were people thinking that the onboard M.2 slot could be modified to support a 7th graphics card, but it's my understanding, based on other people's research, that that does not work. So if you're planning to run a rig that just has 6 cards in it, this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, yep. It has 1 full-size slot and 5 of the smaller ones. I work in IT, you'd think I'd know what this stuff was called. But, so we've got this. So, motherboard. Motherboard. Yay. This is, of course, an Intel motherboard, so we've got to pair it with an Intel CPU. A lot of people are using the Pentium dual cores. I ended up going with, I'm not planning on doing any CPU mining. If I build a second rig, I may build something with maybe a Ryzen 7 and see about doing some CPU mining with that. But for this, we picked up a Intel Celeron G3950. I think I picked this because it was on sale and was a good balance of performance to cost. This is a 3 gigahertz model, but again, this is just going to be running this board. We're not going to be doing anything fancy on this. On top of graphics cards being stupid expensive, DDR4 RAM is also stupid expensive. My Steam machine that's connected to my living room TV that I just use for like playing GTA and things like that, that's running DDR3 RAM. And I've got 8 gigs in that, and the 1060 and a 1050, and that works fine. We're not going to be doing any super heavy lifting, so I've got just 4 gigs of PATRIOT of this RAM, just 4 gigs, because RAM is stupid expensive. I'll probably pick up another one of these at some point, just have to run dual channel in this board, but 4 should be enough for what I'm doing. Oh, Jesus. This channel is, after all, news to the Caffeinated, so I might as well have something with caffeine in it to accompany me while I do this. And today, we've got Diet Cream Soda by A&W. It's mildly caffeinated, 37 milligrams for the full 20-ounce bottle. So very little, but it is 9 o'clock p.m. and I do have to work tomorrow, so I don't want to go nuts. Cheers! Stay caffeinated, stay mining. I love cream soda. Oh, it's so good. Okay, we're getting to the bottom of the box here. This is going to be mining only. I don't need a whole lot of space, but I don't want to waste the power of a traditional hard drive. So I found this dude right here, which is a brand I've never heard of. SP Silicone Power 120 gig SSD. I think this was $40 or $50. Super cheap, not the fastest thing in the world, but again, my major thing is power consumption and just keeping that as low as possible. So the SSD will do that over a traditional hard drive, and I'm only going to be running Windows 10 on that anyway, so I don't need a whole lot of space, and I probably could have gone smaller than 120 gig, but I didn't. So that's that. The last piece of the puzzle here is our power supply. I went with the EVGA 600B which is a 600 watt power supply. It is bronze certification. I work in IT, you'd think I know what this stuff means. It's all about saving every little scrap of power you can. Since I'm running up to 6 cards off of this machine, I think 4 1050s and a 1060 and whatever one additional card I pick up to round this out, I think this will run this whole system. And if not, I'll just pick up another one. Power supplies are probably the one thing that haven't been affected by the mining craze yet. They are starting to go up. As long as it's a brand that you recognize and you're getting more power than you think you need, you give yourself some more headroom, then I don't think you can go wrong. Just heed those things. If it says it's too good to be true, it is. So this is going to be my janky-ass eBay rig and my first rig that I've ever built. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments down below. I am so new to this. I'm basing all of this information off of YouTube videos, Brandon Coyne in particular. Tell me what you think. Have you built a rig like this? How's it working out for you? If you enjoyed this video, please give me a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already. We're trying to grow the channel as a brand, and I know if you just come here for the energy drink reviews, this may not be your cup of tea, but you know, we're trying. I really love making these videos, as stupid as they may be. YouTube has made it extremely difficult to have any... Camera just shut off on me. YouTube has made it very difficult to get anywhere as a creator. NFTC, we've been on YouTube for over 2 years now. It gets harder and harder to get noticed. We really do rely on you to like, share, comment, subscribe, and just really help us get the word out. Our last video got 3 views in the first 2 days, and one of them was me. Anything you can do to help would be fantastic. If you have advice for other things you'd like to see, if you know what I should get for the 6th card for this rig, let me know. I'm looking at 1070s. I missed the boat on a dirt cheap one because I was at work, but we'll see. I'd like the 1060 and another, 1060, 1070, and then have the other ones do some lifting. This has dragged on long enough. I am Eric the Red. This is Crypto for the Caffeinated. I'll see you next time.